Well, President Trump is now safely at his Mar-a-Lago estate, and Joe Biden is now the president of the United States. Well, prior to the oath that Biden took, President Trump used his executive authority and he pardoned and commuted tons of sentences. We're going to get into the details. Before I do, if you're new here, tap the red button down below to subscribe, then hit the notification bell when you do. And always remember, you can access Next News Network's ad-free, uncensored bonus content and exclusive interviews at nextnewsnetwork.com. I hope you will. Joe Hoft for the Gateway Pundit reports that President Trump late last night announced that he was pardoning 73 individuals and commuting the sentences of another 70. Former Trump chief strategist Steve Bannon was also on that list. They say here that the White House late last night released a list of individuals pardoned or who had sentences commuted. The list includes more than 140 individuals. They write that per a cursory review, most of the pardons and commutations are related to individuals who were excessively sentenced for drug-related charges. Take a look.
Let's start with the outgoing president of the United States who ended his term in office last night with a slew of pardons, nearly 150 pardons and commutations for a host of powerful and famous people, including a number of the president's own allies and advisors, a raft of political corruption here being washed away by the president of the United States as he leaves office. Let's look at a couple of the notable names here amid this group of nearly 150, starting with Elliot Broidy. He's the former deputy national finance chair of the Republican National Committee. He was convicted on one count of conspiracy to serve as an unregistered agent of a foreign principal. Steve Bannon, the president's former ally and advisor, they had an on-again, off-again relationship. It's apparently on again. He'll be spared his pending trial on charges he raised money to privately build a wall along the southern border with Mexico and then pocketed those funds himself. Kwame Kilpatrick, the former mayor of Detroit, he served approximately 7 years in prison for his role in racketeering and bribery. Randall Duke Cunningham, the former California congressman, was released from prison in 2013. He was sentenced to over 8 years imprisonment for accepting bribes while he held public office. Duke Cunningham, famous for that bribe menu that he had where he listed the prices for various official actions. And Lil Wayne, the rapper, who pled guilty in December to carrying a loaded firearm while traveling on a private jet.
You know what's interesting about the list? Sadly, I should point out that Julian Assange of WikiLeaks was not on that list. Edward Snowden also not on the list. But what's interesting is that as I was watching the events unfold today, I realized that Snoop Dogg, the rapper who made a music video that showed President Trump getting shot in the head. Of course, he was dressed in clown makeup and it was a pop gun. You know, it was just all a caricature, but the intention was clear about shooting President Trump. Snoop Dogg actually went and lobbied for a pardon for one of his friends, and President Trump said yes. So, you know, despite the fact that all these people were spewing hatred and venom at President Trump for all these years, like Snoop Dogg, for example, President Trump still just looked beyond that, looked beyond the hatred and still said, sure, I will pardon your friend. It shows you the true heart of the man. So back to the other point here is that they write noticeably absent from the list is Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, and Edward Snowden, who released documents that uncovered the government's spying on Americans. Also, Brian Kolfage, who is a war hero and triple amputee, who was charged alongside Biden. He was also omitted from that list, which is strange. You'd think that if Biden would be pardoned, then Kolfage would as well. They report that the President Trump, also did not pardon himself or his family members, which, of course, many in the media were saying he would do. Of course, they're just projecting. They want him to appear guilty for something, and then pardon himself, which is that's typically what the media does. So, what are your thoughts? Comment below, and we'll see you at the next report for the Next News Network. I'm Gary Franchi. Thank you for watching that report. Let's talk about these trying times we've found ourselves in. Because when you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you ever wonder about the food supply? I certainly do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. And that's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply, the only source that my family trusts for our preparedness plan. Right now, save 20% off of a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. So go to preparewithgary.com today and get ready. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report, and to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.